He's very handy. Greetings, beloveds. There is one truth. There is one reality. There is what is referred to as what is real. And there is the world of illusion that each of you have created using the mind and the will of divine, which each of you were indeed granted. You are proud of your creations. You are proud of your illusions as the Creator is proud of you, loves you. Even in the madness that you have all co created together, there is still an essence of feeling pride, affection, affinity, happiness, joy, and at times despair, devastation. This is all part of the creation of illusion. What is real? The truth of each aspect of being as it begins to come into this sense of quantum coherence in this field of potentiality is that noble truth that I and the Father are one. You and the Father are one, and we and the Father are one. You can gaze upon a tree and see the whole tree. You can see the trunk. You can see the roots. You can see the branches. You can see the limbs. You can see the leaves. You can see the veins within the leaves. What you may not be able to see is the oxygen that is created, that is the very essence of the breath that you breathe. God's breath breathes you. When you allow yourself to become conscious of your breath, there is a moment of stillness between an inhale and an exhale, between an exhale and an inhale. And in that moment of stillness, in that brief pause, there you find the truth. There you find reality. It is in that moment that you pierce the veil. It is in that moment of bringing your conscious attention to the breath that you unhook from the mind that you have used to create this world of madness, this illusion that you have imbued with pride and joy and happiness, senses and moments of defeat and despair and loss and anger and frustration and fear. You're playing in the sandbox of the mind, which can at times seem like a litter box. Not meaning to disparage the beloved creatures that are known as cats. But it is time for you, beloveds, to step into what is real. It is time for you to allow your hearts to open to love. Allow your hearts to open to the truth. This beloved one did work with one of your own yesterday. Days gone past in opening her heart to love. And there we stood, embracing. I indeed have a very personal relationship with each of you as I stand here ushering you back to the reality, to know that for each of you, the statement, I and the Father are one, is as true as it is for me as it is for you. Allow me to come and hold you. Allow me to come and hug you. Allow me to come and hold your hand and to remind you that the way back to the love that you are has been a moment of breath. For as God's breath breathes you, you exist. We all do. And we are all one in the purity of that consciousness. We are indeed all the aspects of the one-ship and of the sonship. And as you stand in front of a tree and you allow yourselves to experience its majesty, there is wisdom, there are whisperings of what it is that will lead you back to the truth of you. Every circumstance, every voice that you hear, every interaction that you have is meant to bring you back to the reality of what is truly real. For only love is real, beloveds. And as you bring yourself to stillness and as you bring your attention to your breath, allow the moments in between to become longer. As you take your inhale, let yourself pause and bring your consciousness to the moment of pausing. And then as you exhale, once again, take a moment to pause. And in that pausing, you will find the truth. You will find what is real. Step away from the noise of your devices. Step away from the noise of the city. Indeed, step into the sunlight. Allow yourself to hear the sounds of nature. Allow yourself to hear the wisdom that comes from the light, from the trees, from the earth herself. You have all chosen to participate, to incarnate in the transformation that is ensuing here on beloved Gaia. Your roles, beloved, are to remember, and in your remembering, in your allowing of your own hearts to open to one another and to others, many, many others, there is a sense of being melded once again into the one-ship. You become glued to each other with love. It has an aspect of Velcro to it. You become hooked one to the other. And then you begin to see the sameness rather than the differences. You begin to read each other's minds. You begin to feel each other's feelings. You think you are psychics and you think you are empaths. You are so much more. Let God's love breathe you. Let God's breath breathe you. That is the truth of you. Created in the mind and the image of divinity that lives as you. Call upon us, beloveds, when you forget. Call upon us to remind you. Call upon us to hold your hands. Call upon us to hug you. Call upon us to walk beside you, behind you, in front of you, whatever it is that you need. We are here to assist. For those of you who are willing to step closer, we will be working with each of you. Come with questions. Allow yourselves to remember. Our love is with you and for you, and as you. We are one. My Father and I are one. You and I are one. Blessings to you always, beloveds. We will speak again.